Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership door, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered, seat of the pants driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up. This isn't a showroom stroll or a spec sheet sermon, this is about what the car feels like when the rubber hits the road. Exterior. Today, we're getting behind the wheel of the compact hatch that's shaking up the category, the all-new 2026 Kia K4 Hatchback. Now, if you're thinking, Kyle what? Don't worry, you're not alone. This isn't the rehash of the Forte, or the Rio, or anything else Kia's done before. The K4 is a bold, almost rebellious evolution of what a compact hatch can be, and trust me, it's got enough design, tech, and performance chops to back up the attitude. Let's talk about first impressions, because the K4 doesn't ease into the conversation. It kicks the door open. The front end is aggressive, and no other way to put it. Kia's signature tiger face grille isn't just for show here. It's wide, it's angular, and it's flanked by boomerang-shaped LED DRLs that look like they're pulled from a sci-fi movie. The lighting game here is sharp and geometric, with a layered headlight cluster that actually feels premium, even futuristic. This is not the soft, safe styling we used to associate with compact hatchbacks. The K4 wants you to notice it, and guess what? You will. From the side, the hatchback profile is sleek and fluid, but with just enough edge to make you think this car wouldn't mind carving some corners. It's longer and lower than the Forte it effectively replaces, which helps the proportions immensely. The roofline tapers gently toward the rear, giving it a coupe-like vibe, but without sacrificing rear headroom. Kia's designers clearly leaned into the sportier aesthetic here. The optional 18-inch wheels, sculpted side skirts, and blacked-out trim come together in a way that screams, I'm not your average commuter box. There's tension in the body lines, purpose in the stance, and yeah, this thing looks fast just standing still. Swing around to the back, and the K4 hatch keeps the drama going. A full-width light bar connects the taillights, and no, it's not just a cheap design trick. It looks right here. The taillights themselves have that sharp, angular Kia signature, and the integrated roof spoiler gives it a real performance vibe without being overdone. The hatch opens wide, and there's enough cargo space to actually be useful, something many stylish hatches fail to balance. Function meets form here, and for daily drivers who still want to have a little fun, this matters. Interior. Now, step inside, and you're greeted with an interior that punches way above its price point. Kia didn't just copy-paste the dashboard from another Model A, they rethought it. There's a strong horizontal layout, clean lines, and real attention to material choices. Soft touch surfaces where you want them. High-gloss piano black in the right places, though it's still a fingerprint magnet. The twin-screen setup is where the cabin really flexes, a massive curved display that combines a crisp digital gauge cluster and a large central touch screen that runs Kia's latest infotainment OS. It's snappy, intuitive, and yes, it supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Finally, the center console is clean, with a rotary dial gear selector and haptic touch climate controls that actually work surprisingly well. Ambient lighting pulses subtly in the background, adding a real sense of occasion at night. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, leather-wrapped, and feels great in hand. Even in the back seats, passengers won't be punished. Headroom and legroom are generous for this class, and the hatch shape means visibility is decent all around. It's a cabin that feels modern without being over-designed, a place you actually want to spend time. But what really matters, what always matters here at Car Flash, is how it drives. And let me tell you, the 2026 K4 Hatchback brings the goods. Powering the standard model is a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder making 147 horsepower and 132 pounds-feet of torque. Solid, but not exciting. It's paired with a CVT that does its job, but the real fun starts when you step up to the 1.6-liter turbocharged engine. That one cranks out 190 horses and 195 pounds-feet, and it's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. No CVT nonsense here. This combo is responsive, punchy, and surprisingly refined. Performance from a standstill. It's not neck-snapping quick, but once you're rolling, the torque comes on smooth and strong. It's got just enough punch to make merging and passing feel confident, but not so much that you're constantly battling torque steer or chirping the tires. Kia's tuning on the chassis is the real surprise, though. The suspension strikes a solid balance between comfort and control. Around town, it soaks up rough pavement with ease. On twisty back roads, it holds a line better than you'd expect from a front-wheel drive hatch in this segment. The steering, it's light but direct, with just enough feedback to remind you you're driving, not just pointing. There's even a drive mode selector that tweaks throttle response and steering weight. And in sport mode, the K4 actually tightens up in a way that feels, dare I say, a broken bar athletic. Is it a hot hatch? Number, but it's a warm one. And sometimes, warm is exactly what you want for everyday driving. It's fun without asking you to sacrifice comfort or fuel economy. Speaking of which, the K4 delivers solid MPG numbers. The naturally aspirated 2.0 gets you around 32 miles per gallon combined, while the turbo 1.6 hovers around 30. Not bad considering the extra power. For commuters, road trippers, or just people who don't want to bleed money at the pump, that's a win. Tech-wise, Kia doesn't skimp. You've got a full suite of driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, all standard or available depending on the trim. The top trims even offer a semi-autonomous highway driving assist, which, while not perfect, is genuinely useful on long drives. Wireless charging, USB-C ports front and rear, and even a solid Harman Kardon audio system on the GT line make this feel more premium than the price suggests. Speaking of price, the 2026 Kia K4 Hatchback is expected to start around $23,000 for the Bass LX trim. Move up to the X, and you're looking closer to $26,000. Want the turbocharged GT line? That'll run you around $29,000, fully loaded. And here's the kicker, even at that top end, it undercuts a lot of the competition while offering more tech, better design, and arguably a more refined ride. So here's the verdict. The 2026 Kia K4 Hatchback is not just another small car trying to be everything to everyone. It knows what it is, a sharp, confident, tech-laden hatch that blends practicality with a surprising dash of personality. It's stylish without being shouty, comfortable without being boring, and affordable without feeling cheap. For young professionals, students, city dwellers, and even empty nesters, this might be the new sweet spot in the compact world. Is it perfect? Number. The base engine is a little sleepy. The gloss black interior trim will attract every speck of dust within a 10-mile radius, and Kia still has to shake some lingering brand bias in the enthusiast crowd. But pound for pound, the K4 Hatchback punches harder than you think. If you're shopping compacts in 2026, and you're still looking at the usual suspects, say Corolla, Civic, Mazda3, it's time to throw a curveball into the mix. The K4 Hatch deserves a test drive. It's not just a new Kia, it's a new idea of what a Kia can be. That's it for today's road test on Car Flash. If you found this review helpful, give it a like, tap that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next raw, unfiltered car review. Got thoughts about the K4 Hatch? Drop them in the comments, say we read every single one. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and keep it locked to Car Flash, where what matters isn't the badge on the hood, but how the car makes you feel behind the wheel.